What is government doing to alleviate poverty in Jamaica? What's being done to empower individuals to achieve their highest potential? The answer includes projects like REDI, and we'll tell you more about it later in the show. Also in the half hour, we go inside the zone for highlights of a science fair at Jonathan Grant High, plus something extra.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? This is Tay Diggs.
Yes, we'll also tell you what the Hollywood star was up to in Jamaica. Hi everyone, I'm Adrian Atkinson. All those and much more after these messages.
All the people them with a Zig V, hold up your hand. Zig V in the Caribbean territory, but we now want that virus take set pan we. So make sure send no stagnant water inside and mash up all mosquito breed inside. Pour hole in the tin them where you dash way and change the water in your vase every day. No litter, dispose of your garbage proper. You know them the thing that we turn drain blacker. Tour your community and tour your yard for suppress mosquito. We have figure hard dash we old tire turnover drum pan for prevention is the greatest weapon. And special shout out to pregnant ladies, protect yourselves and protect your babies. Draw for your zapper and your mosquito spray. If you do all that we can to keep them away. For we know war Zig V.
Good day, I'm Andrea Chizom and this is your JIS News for Friday, February 5. Jamaicans can enjoy toll-free travel temporarily on the newly opened Angels to Linstead section of the North-South Highway starting Monday, February 8. Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller symbolically commissioned the 16-kilometer stretch of highway into service on Thursday. Travel on the new road will remain free until sometime in March when the section from Mandela to Angels is opened.
We are building first world infrastructure and providing first world services for the Jamaican people.
In the meantime, persons traveling between Angels and Montego now have the option of avoiding the challenges associated with the Bugwalk Gorge.
Never again will flooding of the gorge be the cause of delays and danger for the traveling public. In a few weeks, when the other sections are formally open, travel time between Caymanas and Mammy Bay will be 45 minutes or less.
Over 600,000 students, teachers and other academic staff across the island participated in the Education Ministry's National Cleanup Day activities to destroy mosquito breeding sites. Education Minister Reverend Ronald Thwaites visited 2 of the participating corporate area schools this morning and urged the students and the staff to take care of their environment.
We want to banish the mosquito from Jamaica. This one they call Aedes aegypti. Don't worry about so much of the name. Just kill any mosquito come near you. And make sure that we avoid the breeding places, because if we get rid of the breeding places, which is stagnant water, which is garbage, gully, etc., then we are going to be able to get rid of the mosquito itself.
The Education Minister also told JIS News that school nurses and staff were prepared should a child show symptoms of Zig V.
Teachers, school nurses, parents all have a good indication of when a child is getting sick. Don't delay, refer them to the primary health care center.
He said the distribution of mosquito repellent to schools had also started. The Electoral Office of Jamaica EOJ says it has identified all 63 nomination centers as the February 9 nomination day draws close. As is customary, nominations will take place between 10 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, and this year's nomination form has been amended to treat with the matter of dual citizenship.
By declaring his or her eligibility, if it later turns out to be a false declaration, then the candidate is now guilty of making a false declaration.
In keeping with the law, the police, military and election day workers will go to the polls on February 22. Everyone else votes on February 25, and the Director of Elections, Orrit Fisher, says training is ongoing for the 20,000 election day workers needed to man the 7,039 polling stations. 1,000 schools will be used as polling stations, and the EOJ has asked the Education Ministry to have them closed at 12 noon the day before the elections to facilitate the cleaning and setting up of the stations. Companies who have staff that will be working as election day workers are being asked to give them time off to attend necessary meetings and to collect supplies. And for the first time, the EOJ will be collecting demographic data on voters this election day.
So for example, we will be able to take what percentage of voters are between a particular age or the sex and so on, the gender.
This information should be available within 2 to 3 weeks after the election. Ground has been broken for the construction of a state-of-the-art cancer treatment center at the St. Joseph Hospital. It is to be completed within the next 12 months. The center will be outfitted with linear accelerator LINAC machines, which are the most modern technology in radiotherapy treatment for cancer. Health Minister Horace Daddy says the investment will enable Jamaicans from all walks of life, especially the poor, to access high-quality cancer treatment.
It is one of the largest investments in health. It's going to be a holistic center, total, complete cancer care center for the people of Jamaica.
The center is one of 2 being built at a cost of $14.5 million. The other, located at the Cornwall Regional Hospital, is set to be completed mid-year. The centers are being funded jointly by the National Health Fund, Chase Fund, and the Tourism Enhancement Fund. And finally, community cookshop operators recently benefited from training to help them meet quality standards and improve food preparation methods. The Scientific Research Council SRC recently hosted a free session at its Old Hope Road office where persons were trained in sauce creation. The SRC's executive director says the long-term goal is to provide other such interventions.
To ensure that persons fully understand the importance of science, knowledge, and innovation, how it can impact on their lives, and also to build their capacities so they can better utilize the information that they have, as well as to make our resources available to these persons to strengthen their operations.
And that's it for GIS News today. Amanda Chisholm, thank you for watching.
We want a productive Jamaica. We all are productive Jamaicans. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity is the way to go for all us Jamaicans. Small business, big business, old and young, we are tell every woman and man. We want growth and prosperity for a better nation with a building plan. So we can build our product and sell our product and put more money in our hand. Our economy can rise to a level and build a better nation. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity.
Productivity, pathway to prosperity. A message brought to you by the Jamaica Productivity Center, a department of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. That section of the old adage is the driving force behind one of government's initiative, the Rural Economic Development Initiative, REDI project. It's one of the tools being used to alleviate poverty in Jamaica. Take a look.
Manchester was abuzz with activities as farmers and small and microtourism operators celebrated the handing over of 12 projects under the JCIF implemented and World Bank funded Rural Economic Development Initiative REDI project. With assistance from REDI, these groups received financial as well as business development support in the areas of business management, disaster mitigation, integrated pesticide management, project management, greenhouse technology and organizational strengthening, all of which have helped to sustain these businesses and foster economic independence for community members, as they too have benefited through gainful employment.
REDI represents a focus on economic development of rural developments through the development of businesses,
What REDI seeks to do is to provide training to groups to build their capacity to understand what they need to do, to understand how they manage their farming as a business, or how they manage their craft operations or tourism entity as a business. So they take critical decisions.
The cash injection of over $51 million from the JCIF implemented and World Bank funded project saw to the construction of greenhouses, breeding stock improvement, technological advancements and product development.
In terms of the REDI project, it's a great opportunity for us to be partnered with the government of Jamaica and the JCIF on financing this project, because we recognize here in Jamaica that the communities really have to drive the development.
And after months of hard labor, the beneficiaries, like proud parents, were eager to showcase samples of their handiwork. While it was a day of smiling, the beneficiaries are the first to admit that there was a time when it seemed easier to throw in the towel. But they stayed the course and are now reaping the sweet benefits of their hard labor.
Before JCIF, we used to be like madams, up and down and all over the place, not organized. But through JCIF, we are organized.
Let's take a closer look at the impact that REDI has made on the lives of ordinary persons from two very diverse businesses. First to stop, the Jamaica Creative Cooperative, JACC. Prior to assistance from REDI, the members from this group were experiencing marketing difficulties. With the establishment of the JACC, these artisans have a place to call home. The JACC is already generating a lot of buzz as it caters to nostalgic appetites both home and abroad. Key to the cooperative's growing success, the transference of training into practice.
We did get training in marketing and also in presentation, you know, how to label and how to make our products attractive to the public. And we found that, you know, it comes in very, very useful.
For those who can't make the journey to Mandeville, your authentic Jamaican products are just a click away at creativejamaicans.com. Next stop, the hills of Old England, where we find two greenhouses that tell the story of the commitment, patience and ambition of the members of the Old England Greenhouse Association.
Before REDI, we always have what you call open field farming, and it wasn't so progressive as now, because since we acknowledge the movement of REDI, this is called greenhouse technology. After we tap into it, we get to understand that this is better. We do better farming because of the protective environment.
In keeping with their business training, the group has already identified prospective markets prior to the reaping of their crops.
What we plan to do is to increase our greenhouses.
In addition to the greenhouses, the association received an automated drip irrigation system where fertilizers and water are moderately fed into the soil, water storage tanks, bathrooms, and a storage area. You too can realize your dreams of becoming a budding entrepreneur and help propel Jamaica towards further development. All you need to do is organize a registered cooperative, benevolent or friendly society, have a profitable agriculture or rural tourism business idea, and apply to JCIF. For more information on REDI, visit JCIF's office 1C to 1F Pawsey Road, Kingston, or log on to jcif.org. And remember to like our Facebook page.
How well do you know your child? What he or she likes or dislikes? Favorite food or color? How about who their friends are? Make the time. Get to know your child. It helps to build their relationship. Makes it easy to keep them safe, and it helps their development process.
Jamaica is gearing up to conquer the world in the field of science and technology. Students at Jonathan Grant High in St. Catherine are on the right track, as displayed at their recent science fair. That's next inside School Zone.
Coming up in today's School Zone, Jonathan Grant High promotes holistic development through science and technology. And in our new current news segment.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? This is Tay Diggs, and you are watching School Zone. Peace.
Engineering is the branch of science and technology that deals with designs, buildings, and motories, and the use of machines, engines, and structures, and infrastructures to build a better structure.
Training is the training, information in the training, build a house and build a crane, feed the people, fly the plane. When you know about skills training, and money you'll be gaining, pocket post and money you'll be straining.
Cause innovation, it is the medication to build a better nation, to make more occupation for the wider population. No segregation, no separation, no discombobulation for the future generation.
Engineering.
In today's job market,
yeah.
In today's job market,
skill training.
In today's job market,
yeah.
In today's job market.
I know a lot about technology, isotopes and archaeology, forensic science just like CSI. Anyone that makes an aircraft fly. I love my gases and molecules, and I know that if you love them too, what a wonderful world this would be.
Edward Teller said that science of today is the technology of tomorrow. And today's event is to bring both first cousins together, science and technology.
I'm at the second biannual science fair at the Jonathan Grant High School, and I'm giving you all the fun highlights. Stick around for some very interesting details.
As the Ministry of Education continues to put greater emphasis on science and technology in schools, the Jonathan Grant High School community has seen the need to practically engage students on the topic.
Today we are doing a simultaneous exhibition and blindfold matches. Chess builds your brain. It builds your memory, your creativity, so many other things. It builds your reasoning skills.
This simple thing here, yeah, this is it. So basically the idea is to retrofit all street lighting to Jamaica where we can save energy. Watch your eye. So that's it right there. So what it does now, the light just spread straightwards. This is the optics here where we use where we can direct the light, tell the light where exactly we want it to be shine.
Jonathan Grant High also welcomed students from neighboring institutions at the Science and Technology Fair.
We're from Eltham High School, plastic to fantastic. We use bottles to make different types of, products.
That's a curtain, it's made from entire plastic, right?
Right here we have a fan mill. It is both characteristics of a fan and a windmill.
Cool, right? Well, robotics was another hit among the high schoolers.
This is a robotic arm. It is meant to lift up stuff. I use it to control through this remote, so it's a wired control robot.
Technology is not only for sending text messages and we'll call it selfies to your friends. It is also to help with your learning. You know, many apps are available in the app stores to help you with your math, your science. They are there, YouTube. Would you agree with me?
Science and technology is more important because it helps us to create a set of mind so students can have a knowledge of how things operate in the world and how to make some incredible things, because out of science comes a lot of incredible things.
Cool, right? From science experiments to robotics to recycling, our young people are advancing science and technology in Jamaica, and our future definitely looks bright.
Up next, we introduce a new segment.
Hello,
I'm Francisca Giman from In the Zone News. Hollywood actor and children's author Tay Diggs visited the island to promote his children's book, Chocolate Me and Mix Me. He was most happy to greet and meet with the children of J.A.B. Stone, where grade 5 students rank in various careers. Let's hear from Tay.
Both these books focus on self-empowerment, self-esteem, and self-love. I think that these are issues no matter what the age, no matter what your complexion, no matter what your race, no matter what you identify as, all people can benefit from this. And it's a message that we're excited to spread.
See you next time for another edition of School Zone. Who knows? We may be featuring your school next.
He has been here for about 6 months. He does general stock maintenance and ordering of the shelves. When he just started out, he was a bit shy and reserved, but over time he has become more outspoken, and he gets along well with his co-workers, and he does good work here.
It's a joy having Desmond here with us. I really appreciate NYS for sending him here. He has been a good worker. We had no problem with him. If somebody didn't say it, you didn't even know that he has a disability. Anywhere you sent him to work, he fits in himself, and we are very happy to have him.
My name is David Wishinam. I work at J&J Pharmacy on Barney Street.
Well, working with Davian, it has been a really great experience. Well, I'm an open-minded person, and when I heard that he was going to be here, I was like, if he's going to be reserved or outspoken, well, he's actually outspoken. If anything is needed to be done, we can call on Davian.
Thanks to the NYS for developing the empowerment program, for giving young people with disabilities a better chance in life, and I trust that they will continue this program.
Just to say, continue doing what you're doing, and God's richest blessing on the organization.
If you or someone you know has an intellectual disability, you can refer them to the National Youth Service, where our program fully caters to their personal and professional needs, where we will be sure to assist them in transitioning into the world of work.
The National Youth Service, empowering Jamaica's young people.
Jamaica, make we keep it clean. Start with your own surroundings. Store your garbage the right way. Store all your garbage in bags, including stale or spoiled food. Double or even triple the number of bags you use to put your garbage in. Tie your garbage bags tightly before you leave them outside. When you put your garbage out, don't leave it on the ground where animals can get at it. If your garbage has not been collected for more than a week, call the NSWMA at 1-888-CLEAN-JA. That's 1-888-253-2652. You may also send a free Please Call Me text message to 448-3220 or 386-1080. Come on, keep your place clean. Keep Jamaica clean.
Keeping Jamaica clean is everybody's duty. That's especially so during this time when we are trying to minimize the mosquito population to prevent an outbreak of the Zika virus and other mosquito-borne diseases. Please, not dirty up Jamaica.
Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. Not dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it. Keep we island clean, so clean. From the peaks to the beach, so clean. No dirty up Jamaica.
Jamaican people, really? You know, we can do better. The beaches, Jamaica is known for its beautiful beaches. And if we continue to litter it and stuff like that, then nobody will want to come here.
When we have blockage of drains and all that, we blame the government. And yet we are the ones who facilitate that.
The amount of garbage littered on Jamaica's streets is astounding, if not embarrassing. The government is paying out millions of dollars annually just to get rid of garbage. The Tourism Ministry alone is spending more than $560 million this fiscal year on cleanup programs. Through the Tourism Enhancement Fund, $60 million is being provided to the Jamaica Environment Trust to implement a Clean Coast project. Meanwhile, an agreement valued at $260 million was recently signed with the National Solid Waste Management Authority to execute an all-island maintenance beautification project.
We have a $140 million program to do the North Coast Highway and over another $100 million that we are using for the cleanup of the rest of the island.
Money that could be spent on other critical areas such as education and health.
It does not negate the responsibility that each and every Jamaican has to clean their environment. It's a way of living. It's something that has to be inculcated in your home when you're growing up.
Bits of paper, lying on the floor, lying on the floor. Make the place untidy, make the place untidy, pick them up.
That's why it's always good to see a lot of children here, because it's really important for them, as well as us adults, that we can lead by example and actually show them that we care about our environment and it's important to keep our environment clean as well.
Recently, during International Coastal Cleanup Day 2015, it was made evident that Jamaicans are not properly disposing of their garbage. Preliminary estimates show that thousands of pounds of garbage were collected off the nation's coastline during that one-day cleanup exercise.
Well, the first objective really is to get people to understand that when you throw waste at the side of the road in Kingston or in a gully, that this is where it ends up. Ends up on the coastline, it ends up in rivers, ends up in the sea, where it is often washed back onto the land by storms and so forth.
What is a bit disconcerting for me is the fact that every year we come and having cleaned up so much garbage, picked up so much garbage in one prescribed area, you come back and find actually more garbage.
In September each year, the Jamaica Environment Trust organizes the beach cleanup, which is regarded as an environmental education and advocacy activity. Documentation is made of the type of debris collected, and this data is used to help formulate future cleanup campaigns.
The fact that people are just throwing and littering in the community, in this area, but the fact that in the communities around Jamaica, that litter is being thrown into the gullies and the drains. It's washing down, in this case, washing down like the Hope River, and then washing up on our beaches.
Today we went straight down this whole stretch with, I think, about 20 girls, and we found buckets, bottles, condoms, syringes, hair rollers. Mostly, the most abundant thing that we found was the plastic bottle cap.
We have glass bottle, tire, fridge, TV, and other little dead debris like dead fish and so on this side.
This is totally unacceptable. We have a lot that we have to do. There's a responsibility of government as much as possible to provide the receptacles to put the garbage in, to do the campaign. But there's also the element that each and every Jamaican has to sort of learn the social mores to ensure that we're going to keep the country in a way that we're protecting it for future generations.
No dirty up Jamaica, please don't do it.
This is where we close the pages on today's magazine. Thanks for your company. Be sure to return tomorrow. We'll have another program lined up for you on this station. In the meantime, keep the link in cyberspace. Visit jis.gov.jm, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and check out our YouTube channel. If you have a comment, you may send an email to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.